And here we just shrug our shoulders.
It should be barbecued.
Well, but that's still not answering my question. They're 10-6 last year with still a lot of other good parts.
Very lucky.
So I still don't. You don't even have to think Favre's going to be brilliant to say that they going into the season should be the logical pick to win the division.
No.
I mean, and call me a homer if you want. To me, that's just logic.
You guys are just a bunch of Viking shills.
Are you picking them to cover, Common? That's the question for the day.
Well, here's what I'm picking.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say.
All right.
Is I do think they'll win this game too. I mean, Cleveland's just not a very good.
No, they're terrible.
Doesn't appear to be. So I'll take the Vikings, and I actually do think they'll have a fairly good season. I just found it was amusing to me that everybody's so astonished.
Yeah, they shouldn't be beyond. Yeah, it shouldn't be like there's no question. There's questions.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And so I'll take them to win this game, and I think I said this on the air. I maybe even said to you on the phone once too that if you lose this game in Cleveland, just start to bypass Minneapolis and go right to LA and relocate now because
that would be ugly.
Yeah, this is just not a game with all the momentum and suspense built up, and with I mean, they've instilling a lot of hope in Winter Park too. They basically, by making this move, are telling everybody we're a piece away, man. I mean, this is it. We've got all the players are saying it. We got a Super Bowl type team here. You lose that first game, which I don't think they will. That would be that'd be a tough pill to swallow. But I think they'll win the game. I think they'll win the game, and I think they'll win fairly comfortably by 10 points or more.
I'm with you. We're not going to get any significant answers about really what they're capable of and what they are in this week. The only serious answer would be if somehow they find a way to lose it. But I'll take the Vikings to cover. Last, but I'm saving the best for last, I think, for all the obvious reasons. Gophers favored by 3 at home over Air Force that I think scored 90 points last week. Gophers struggle against Syracuse. What did Guardsy pick, Adam?
In a barn burner, he says the Gophers win, but don't cover. He'll take Air Force.
He'll take Air Force.
Half point is out.
So he'll take Air Force to cover. Gophers to win.
So either a 2-point game, barn burner. Yep.
Carl?
Number one, nobody cares.
Well,
I don't think anyone cares.
We care. Sky Yuma.
Yeah, great. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but the Gophers are terrible. They are very disappointing. They went in and played against Syracuse with a guy who's like never played college football before when they played quarterback, and Syracuse almost won. And the Gophers are not very good. I don't think they can beat this. I think there's going to be a lot of people kind of sad on Sunday, and then the sadness is going to be carried over. It could but they'll beat Cleveland. And I'm going to take Air Force plus points.
It's just killing you to have to pick the Vikings, isn't it? Just killing you.
Just bothers me. But you know what? We get to play Cleveland too. Okay, so
Dan from Woodbury.
I want to draw another analogy. I'm probably thinking myself, you know Phyllis Diller, right?
I do.
Even a good makeup job and a hairdo didn't make Phyllis Diller look much better. In other words, do you remember the line, put lipstick on a pig, you still have a pig with the Palin thing?
You are correct.
You can put that Gophers team in a brand spanking new stadium with all the bells and whistles and sparkle, and they're still a terrible team. I'm sorry, I wish they weren't. I'll be there for the opening of that grand new stadium, TCF Bank Stadium. But I think it's going to be same old Gophers. I think they'll lose, and I think it's going to be one of those games that gets out of hand. I think it could be ugly. I think the fans will be filing out by the start of the fourth quarter. I think Air Force wins and wins convincingly.
Gophers lose, and I think Common has said it fairly well here. I think the biggest issue that I saw last week, we discussed it during the week, is QB guy is not comfortable in this offense. One of the things he could do well is run. That's not part of the way they want him to operate anymore. They've completely changed his throwing motion. They found a hitch or something. And I think that's the biggest issue. Now, maybe they'll replace him halfway through and they'll go to the other guy, but I don't like him in this system as much as the other. So either you change the system or you change the QB. Meantime, before they figure that out, they will find a way to lose their first game at TCF Bank Stadium, and they will not. They will neither cover nor win, is the way I would put it.
It is amazing to me. You guys are in Minnesota. You're on a sports station. You're supposed to be Minnesota sports fans, and all three of you agree with me. It's like you just copy me. It's like
no, it's
be ashamed of yourselves.
We're honest. We're honest, is what we are, Carl. As opposed to you, where your team can ever do no wrong.
That's why it's so terrible. It's because you won't support your team.
We got to go, Carl. Carl Gerbschmidt, ladies and gentlemen.